Teamwork is very, very important. And that goes without saying that any club meeting that happens, be it PTM or a Dreamweavers or an area contest, it is the teamwork which is showcasing their best efforts. All right, so without further ado, let's start on the table topics session. Okay, now we have got a total of 11 participants in the meeting. So we will be doing our table topics first. Good evening, Kabiruddin. Very nice to see you here. Fantastic.
Good evening, Toastmaster Vishal. How are you? How's everything?
Good. Lovely, 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 sir.
Especially very happy to see my old colleagues, Toastmaster Varghese and Job Daniel.
Excellent.
Very happy to see you.
Hi, Toastmaster Kabir. Good,
Hi.
good. Same here.
So we'll keep it a very interactive session, and we'll make it a more fun session. And most importantly, we'll keep this our event more fun and learning. That's what we're going to do. So can we have a timer to display our time? Okay. We have Shiraz, who is the timer, who will be displaying the time. So we'll start with the first thing, which is the table topics. Okay. I will be, if somebody can volunteer, that will be great. Since we have only 11, so we can have more than one chances to practice your table topics. Okay. And we'll have different table topics for different persons. We could even repeat the table topic. So the whole idea here is get comfortable with it. That's the thing. Our contest is also around the corner, so that would also help us to sharpen our skills to win our contest. And I said the most important thing which I learned from one of our very senior Toastmasters, and that was it's not about that winning. It is all about having a great time. And when you do that, and when you focus on that particular aspect, that I am here to have a good time for me and for my audience, I want to make it more memorable for me and my audience. Trust me, that is very, very instrumental, and it does help you. Eventually, it does get you into winning, because understand there is somebody always better than you. But what is with you is the ability and the mindset to have a good time when you're performing. That's the whole. So let's all give us our best shots and have a good time. So now we shall start with our table topics, and then we will go into the tall tales section. So can we have our first volunteer? Who shall it? Oh, we've got Toastmaster Siham. Fantastic.
And
that's very nice.
Younger guest was going to be the first, right? I saw him.
I was doing like this.
No, you
Yeah.
can be after you, no problem.
No.
Really?
You can go ahead, Toastmaster Seham. Muhammad, actually, we would like to listen from you. I will forget the structure actually. So we want.
I hope so. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll have our timer explaining the rules for the table topics. Yes. Toastmaster Shiraz. Yes, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be the timer for today's session. Can you all must be noticing it. My background picture is now blue color. So the minimum time is 1 minute. I'll show the green light. 1.5 minutes, I'll show yellow, and 2 minutes, I'll show red. And half a minute grace period. So before 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you have to wrap up your speech. Oh, thank you very much. And over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Q, with that time set, let's kick off.
Yes,
tell me, Shiraz.
If you don't mind, we have some guests here. They are not aware of how the Toastmaster will work. The table topic is structured. Will you please a small brief and for them? Actually, there are 3 or 4 new members. Actually, visitors, guests for us actually.
Oh, we have guests around. Okay, could we? Could you just spot out who are the guests here? So we just
Toastmaster, Mr. Daniel, will you please introduce yourself, because now everyone.
I'll feel that Fuzzy, our guest. Can you introduce yourself,
Michael,
please?
Vishal.
Fuzzy and Michael. Michael Meena is a youth leader who participated in the YLP program. Michael, you can unmute yourself and you can introduce yourself, please. And Fuzzy also.
Hello, good evening. It's Fazil here. Actually, Mr. Varghese asked to join, and nice to see you people here. And it's like I know a few of them. They are my colleagues, but it's like great to know everybody, and it's good to be part of this.
Oh, that's nice, Fazil. Fantastic. Good to have you here. Let us also hear from another guest, Michael.
Yes, good morning. Sorry, good evening. I am Michael, and I come here to hear all of you what things you have in your mind. Wanted to tell us.
Okay, that's great. And who else do we have here?
Daniel.
Daniel, yes. Daniel, could you please introduce yourself?
Sure, Toastmaster Vishal. I'm Daniel. I have been invited here by Toastmaster George for this wonderful platform. And yes, it is really good to be over here and to see this to see this wonderful platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Really appreciate your time. And it's very good to have you here. Right. Now, for the interest of our guest, what is Table Topics? Table Topics is a very traditional and a very old contest. It is, I should say, it is kind of patented by Toastmasters. When you actually Google it out, you will find that it has got a small with a C over there. So it is a patented contest, and it's a very traditional contest of Toastmasters, where a topic is given at the moment, at the spur of the moment, and the participants are requested to speak for 1 to 2.5 minutes. And there is a timing as explained by the timer. So based on that, the judges or the evaluators, based on that, the judges will give their marks in a contest, but in a club, it is there is no particular contest, but then the feedback is given to the speaker. So this is what Table Topic is. That's on the professional side, but I would say it has really helped me, not only in the contest, in the club levels, but also in my professional life, to help me think at the spur of the moment. It gives you the ability to listen what the other person is saying. So those are the skills that you enhance when you are involving or engaging yourself in Table Topics. Right? So first we'll start with some of the Toastmasters so that the guests can understand how the Table Topic works. And then we will also encourage our guests to take part in it. So there is no right or wrong answer till you actually learn it the right way. And so do that. And we will also share you the ballot for the interest of our contestants who are taking part in the contest. Okay. So yes. So who do we have? Our first, I think that was TTM Seham, distinguished Toastmaster Seham, attempting the first Table Topics. Okay. Now I'm going to do it.
There is Sada is a guest too. Right, Sada. Really?
Sada, okay.
Sayed is a member. Sayed.
Not Said, Sada.
Saad.
Saad is our guest also.
Okay, Saad is guest. Yes, Saad is a very popular guest. He's very popular. He's very sharp. So let's start with Saad. Saad, you're ready. Okay. And let me ask you the first this one. Okay, I'm going to write it also so that everybody can see. Okay. When was the last time you tried something new? When was the last time you tried something new? Start.
Today or yesterday? Sat, you can answer.
The last time, good evening, good evening, everyone. My topic is, when was the last time I tried something new? The last time I tried something new, it's hard to recall English right now. The last time was around last year, I think. I went to, not last year, maybe this year. Yeah, this year, before New Year. That was last year only. So we went to this place somewhere in Iran, I think, and it was an open area, and the place was, we went to a villa, and I got to see I think you haven't heard, but if you might have heard, the Kuwait has made some natural, like a canal. It looks like a palm tree from the Google Map. So the villa was somewhere around there, and the ocean the river was very nice. And I went to the beach and started swimming, but then I started swimming in ice water. So that's something I tried to do. Normally I wouldn't go swimming in ice water at all. So back to you,
Fantastic. Very well done, Saad. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we need to appreciate over here, what you have actually noticed here is Saad took his time to think about it, compose it. What he did, he took his time to listen. What was the topic? I know at this point of your time, there's a lot of anxiety. I find it quite nerve-wracking when I'm doing a table topics myself. I'm at a very comfortable position because I'm the one who is sending you the topics. So what do we notice over here? Saad took his time. He took his time, he was composing his thoughts, and that's when he started. You don't have to. So similarly in the contest also, the moment you hear the topic, listen to it, compose your thoughts, and then go about it. You have, by the rule, you have at least 15 seconds before you can start. That does not delay the contest, even though the rule says you're not supposed to delay, but the rule says you've got 15 seconds before you can start. So very well attempted by Saad, and it's a great lesson that we have learned. Fantastic. Okay, whom do we have next? Okay, we have DTM Seham. All right. Yes, DTM Seham is...
Something easy, huh? Don't search for something hard. Come on.
No, absolutely. Yes. Okay. Let's say...
Choose whatever you want. I'm joking.
All right, just checking up here. Let's say, okay, let's go for the interest of everybody. Let's say, honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. DTM Seham.
Table master, fellow Toastmasters, and honorable guest. Honesty. Well, it's a very huge term, if we can say. Honesty is not easy to achieve. I believe that honesty must come from within. You have to have the conscience to be honest, and honest in everything. I believe that Toastmasters always encourage us to enhance and embody the 4 values. That's integrity, that's respect, service, and excellence. I believe that goes hand in hand with being honest. But sometimes honesty may cause you a lot. Sometimes you have the situation that, should I be honest and tell the truth, or should I hold my horses and have a chance and think, is it the right time to be honest, or keeping silent? In my opinion, and for me, As a person, I believe that honesty has no time. Whenever you have something, you have to be honest about, no matter what. I know that some people will say, no, you have to be socially smart. Yes, but also I have to be honest to believe in myself. Because if I am honest with myself, I will be honest with others. So whenever situation I'm having, I should be honest about it. And I'll tell you something honestly happened today. I was in a meeting, and at this club, I am the president of that meeting. Okay, and honestly and frankly speaking, no one attended except only one person. See, we were two, me and her. She was the TMOD, she was the Sergeant Arms, and I took all the rest of the rules. But my honesty made me directed all the members in the group that this is not integrity, this is not service, this is not the honesty we took or promised to carry on when we joined Toastmasters. And over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters DTM Siham. Thank you very much for that. Excellent, very well constructed. And that brings us to a point where we should also look at the judges' ballot. When, let's say, now what we have noticed here with DTM Siham, that she has got a very well structured topic. Okay, now and then as you can see, there is a personal story into it. Okay, and then finally she summed it up back that honesty is the best policy. So she took a position, told about it, why honesty is important, took a personal story out of her example, and then summed it back. So here I would like to share ballot over here. So these are the areas when you're actually doing a contest. So these are the areas where the judges are actually looking at you. So speech development is a very significant area. Okay, and of course the physical part is not looked into it since it is online thing. But then the speech technique, how is the how are the speech technique used, the voice flexibility, and when she was talking about her the personal experience, you could see the voice modulation happening. So these are the things which helps you win into the contest. Okay, so I'm going to share it with all of you in the chat. And now, yes, DTM Siham told about, she took a position, yes, honesty is the best policy. But you know what? I would like to hear from somebody who would like to speak against it. We are not going to basically time it up, but say honesty is not the best policy. Take up a position that no, honesty is not the best policy. And think about it. That is going to make it more funny. Instead of going with the flow, you're making it funny. So let's hear it from Toastmaster Kabiruddin. Right, Kabiruddin? So there you go.
Yes.
Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Over to you, Kabiruddin.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Vishal. Imagine for a second that Toastmaster Vishal, you're a customer and I'm a salesperson. You're a customer, I'm a salesperson. And you give me a call in the morning at 7:45 asking, can you come for a meeting at 8 or say 8:30? I just woke up from the bed. Should I be honest with you when you are supposed to give me 100,000 Kuwaiti dinar order? That, sir, I just woke up from the bed. No. I tried to tell you an excuse, So, Mr. Vishal, I've got some appointments. Let me clear up with the consultant and I'll be back with you sharp, say by 9:30. And the traffic from Salmiya is very hectic. It would take me roughly 45 minutes to just come out. And I don't want you to wait for me. Instead, can we postpone our meeting to 9:30? I hope that should be okay because I can also complete my appointments in the morning, which have been lined up from previous day. That's why, Table Topic Master Vishal, I disagree to your point that honesty is always not the best policy. At times, when you have a position, when you have a chance, when you have an opportunity, you have to take a step to disapprove it. And I have taken that with you being the customer and I being the sales manager. Thank you. Back to you, table topic master Vishal.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that was a very, very well explained. And now you see the two sides of it. The person took his time to disagree with that position. Honesty is not the best policy. And he gave his reasons, and he took his personal story also, and then back to his position. And now you see that there is no right or the wrong way. Now we understand that when Siham spoke for the proposition and Toastmaster Kapil against the thing, and both sounded so well. That's how you basically look at it. But everything, it comes with practice. Of course, it comes with practice. But then there are certain tools which helps you, and the most important tool is being calm. And the biggest lesson that what Saad has told us: take your time. Don't jump into it. Take your time. I mean, it's such a wonderful lesson that we have learned from a very young gentleman, that relax, take your time. Okay, so let us let's go for the other one. Right. Who would like to take up the next one? Can we have some show of hands? Or okay, we have got Job Daniel, Toastmaster Job Daniel. Yes, I met him last year during the DTAC, and he was very, very instrumental in helping me in conducting our DTAC. Thank you very much, Job Daniel, for that moment, and also today as well. Right. So Job Daniel, your topic is, if you were granted one wish, what would that be? If you were granted one wish, what would that be? Job Daniel.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for this wonderful question. Because as a human, we always wish for more. One wish is not enough for us to fulfill all our worldly desires, all the challenges that we are overcoming in life. So the more wish we get, the more we ask for it. But still, to the when we get to the point, what would I do with that one wish? If I get that one wish and I can fulfill that properly, I would like to end the poverty in this world. There are so many people who are hungry. It's like you can say it is like a social cause, but still, I personally feel that when I go outside, even though I'm in a Western country, I can see there is a lot of poverty. We feel that our society in a Western country, there are no poor people. But when you come across different phases of life, when you come through any society, there are ups and downs of life. There are people who are super rich. There are people who don't have money. So as a human being, I feel that I should fulfill this noble cause. Poverty should be ended. Everyone should have, every human should be able to fill their stomach and have a peaceful sleep at night. So it not only help themselves, it will help the next generation, so that they will not go into any kind of bad activities to feed themselves, not to go for any snatching some other people's money, and not to try to fool others to gain money and satisfy or feed their hunger. So this is a chain reaction. If the family or if the person is content himself, his stomach is full with even poverty does not it's not restricted only to food. Of course, monetary money is there, education is there, there's poverty of different levels. So all this has to be fulfilled. I hope I'll get that wish. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Job Daniel. Fantastic, very well attempted. And I would say that what I observed over here, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make it a point here that the feedback that I'm giving are from the perspective of a general audience. As you will see that it is almost resonates with all of you. The judges' perspectives are something different, okay? And what I'm giving my feedback is absolutely what the general audience would look at it. All right. So coming back to our wonderful speaker, Job Daniel, as you can see, he attempted it so very well, and his strategy, as you see, was trying to make it more universal. So instead of saying that I wish that I had one diamond ring, okay, that would be very, very personal. Of course, as I said, nothing is right or nothing is wrong, but then he chose something which is more universal. For a man, a diamond ring may not be really very, very important unless he wants to give it from somebody else and give it to his wife. He doesn't want to buy it and give it to his wife. So for him, a diamond ring would be important, but for a lady, a diamond ring will be very important. So for her, this from a woman's perspective, a diamond ring, having a wish of a diamond ring would make sense, but for a man, it may not. But as you can see, Job Daniel has taken a universal perspective, which basically resonates with all of them. Another way to look at it would be, I would wish for more than one wish. That's another perspective, right? So you could even look into that part. Okay, now let us, yeah, can we have a volunteer again? Who else would like to volunteer? Okay, can we ask our guests? Who is it? Daniel, yes. Daniel followed by Job Daniels. Okay. Okay. All right. Daniel, are you ready?
Yes, Toastmaster Vishal.
Fantastic. Yes. Your topic is, if you could go back in time, which part of life will that be? If you could go back in time, which part of life will that be? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. And of course, allow me to just think about this question, because, as a human being, you could go back in time to so many different parts of your life, places where you could completely make changes, and it could change not just your life, but the lives of so many people related to you or related to wherever you have been. And of course, this is a very, very, very interesting question, because I think from a long time now, I think humans or humankind have been obsessed with sci-fi and, making a time machine. And we have seen this in so many movies where people have gone back in time to, after making the time machine and, changed one part of it. And it's led to some sort of a huge, huge change in the future. I think there are so many elements related to this. Some call it the butterfly effect, some call it a domino effect. So if this is a very personal question, if I had to go back to a time of my own life, or perhaps even before that, I think I would go back to the time when I was perhaps in school. And I would actually tell myself that it's not just your studies that will finally matter in your life. It's so many other elements related to skills, or related to relationships, or so many other aspects. Because for me, primarily, if I would retrospect, or if I would think about introspect regarding this, our studies as kids was very one-dimensional. It was about just passing your exams and doing well in your studies, but it was not really focused on so many other dimensions of your life, which perhaps no one really even thought about, because we were all in a rat race. We were all about getting the first grade and passing the exams and doing your board exams and getting to the best of universities. But today, I think that's happening a lot with kids today. Kids are now focused on interpersonal development. They're focused more on emotional intelligence. They're focused more on skill sets which perhaps will help them later on in life, how to handle failures. It's not something that is really given thought about, how to, develop your soft skills or emotional intelligence. That part of it, those parts, especially when you're growing up as a kid, is so impressionable that it really helps you later on in life to, handle situations, handle failures, understand how you can, as a human being, not just focus on just getting a job or, doing well in your studies, but also other aspects as a human being. And I think with time, as, a child grows, that really helps you not just, doing well in your life, but also the society as well. I mean, what if more kids were more aware of these things at that point in time? And I think, that is happening today with information being shared so much, with information being accessible today so much. I think today kids have that, that point. They are probably in that point in life wherein they can make so many other choices, so much of learning. So yes, I mean, going back in time to a point in time where I was very impressionable, and having that told to me that, how to handle these things, it could have helped me perhaps be way ahead today where I am today, or perhaps helping or affecting the lives of so many others that were related to me. So I think that would be probably the point in time where I would go back in life.
It's lovely. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Very well said. And as you can see over here, I mean, I'm sure all of us will agree and concur to that. The choice of language, what Daniel has used, is fantastic. It's something wonderful. And you see the pattern that he agrees on the proposition. He gives his examples. He tells what time it would be that he wants to go back, and also tells us why. Okay. The only room for here is that we have to just ensure that since it is a 2.5 from the time, since it is what is it, just 2.5 minutes. So you just have to take care of the timer who's showing the color cards over there. So yeah, so this is what it is. The table topics is all about. I mean, the skills that you learn. You had a great listening. You had reasoned out. You have composed your thoughts. You're most importantly calm. That's the very biggest thing. And then when you calm, and then you're also looking at what how long I have to speak, and I have to ensure my message is conveyed in that particular point of time. And trust me, these skills do help us even in our professional lives very much. It has really helped me in my professional life, because when earlier I had so much to say. Like if somebody asked me, or if my employer or if my senior asked me, Vishal, about something, I could basically explain to him the history of it, what it is, and what is required then, and then after that, what the subsequent action required, all the same. But after coming to Toastmasters, I understood one thing, that this thing has given me the ability to process my thoughts and respond, not react, respond the most appropriate manner. What is required? What is the question that has been asked? I'm answering that first, and in the most short span of time, because what happens nowadays with the influx of all those videos and TikToks, our focus time has been reduced to 45 seconds. So that's the reason you find those videos are also limited somewhere in similar time pass. Great. So can we have another one? Or Toastmaster Shiraz, do we have time for it?
Yes, we can go for another. We have some time. Yes.
We have some time. Or
should...
another 10 minutes, and we are supposed to do some tall tales also.
We can go for tail tales directly.
Okay.
Toastmaster Fazil, can I give it? Can I get the? Can we give the chance to Toastmaster Fazil?
Let's do it.
He's our guest today. He's not Toastmaster, by the way.
Great. All right. So, Fazil, are you up for it?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity, first of all. But
Thank you,
unfortunately, I'm out with my friends now, and it's like, I'm traveling. So that might disturb you people, but I'm listening to everything. Inshallah, next time I'll be there. I'll come with some topics and we'll talk to each other. But it's great and it's honor to get an opportunity. First of all, thank you for that.
Thank you, Fazil. Thank you, Fazil. Really appreciate it.
Because I was not prepared for this time, but next time for sure I'll find some time for all the discussions and everything.
I understand, Fazil. I understand. That's fine. Great. So let us move. Most welcome, Fazil. Really happy to have you here. Okay. So let's move into the tall tales. Okay, Toastmaster Shiraz will move into the tall tales. We'll have.
Yes, we'll go for the tall tales. So this is another interesting part. Over to you.
We can give one more chance to Said.
Said, okay, yeah, let's do.
We'll not end it. Tall tales is also a type of table topics, and he will give a table. Toastmaster Vishal, you can explain in detail.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tall tales is another segment in Toastmasters. Of course, it is not patented there, but it is, of course, a very popular segment. The thing is, we have been using tall tales right from a young age. We've been used to spinning stories and all those things. I'm sure Saad is very eloquent with that part. So, tall tales is a segment where it is from 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, the objective over here is to have a story, have a structure in that story. So basically, you're looking at a sequence that a person came, did this, blah blah blah. This is the story is also a bit exaggerated. That's what the tall tales is about. There is also elements of humor in it. There's element of understanding. There's elements of good advice and all those things. So this is what tall tales is about. Typically, tall tales, the topic is chosen by the contestant himself, but for our convenience and for the interest of the time, I shall give a topic, and let's try to do one thing. Let's try to have a same topic for everyone who is attempting. Okay, so you can build upon it. You can feel free to use the same. It is all right if you're referencing the other, even though contest rule says you're not supposed to refer anybody, but for our learning purpose, feel free to use the same thought if the other speaker has spoken. Okay, so let us go for
Toastmaster. I'll repeat the timings again. We can have Toastmaster Vishal 2 to 4 minutes max. So 2 minutes, I will show the green, 3 minutes, I'll show the yellow, and 2 minutes, I'll show the green, 3 minutes, I'll show yellow, and 4 minutes, I'll show red, and half a minute grace period. So in here, we can tell any story, right?
Yes, any story.
Any story. So Toastmaster Said has raised hand already.
Okay, Said, yes. So Said, let's do the most traditional way. Let us hear your story, whatever story that you want to talk about. Any story.
Good evening, Toastmasters. So here, the most important story I would like to tell is like the first time how I traveled in plane, how I flew from Chennai International Airport and ended up in Kuwait International Airport. So few of my friends have already heard. So for my new friends, so this would be a really interesting story and a true story of my life. So what happens? It's like one fine day, my parents says, Syed, it's enough. Come, I need you, bro. We need to make money. The visa was sent to me. I was very happy. So being a very kind-hearted, I gave away my bike, my cycle to my younger brother. And I said, okay, it's all yours. All my treasure is yours now. So we left for the airport. Alhamdulillah, it was a shade taxi. So at 2:30 a.m., I'm at this Chennai International Airport. And you know what I was literally doing at the airport? Beating mosquitoes. You know, it was such a horrible thing. I thought, oh my God, I thought Chennai would be like a part of big city, but mosquitoes, they're sucking my blood. Fine. Then it went on. So I went inside the airport. So me being earlier from a small town, like seeing an airport, so much of light, I was like, wow, this is something really good. So I saw the escalator going up. I have climbed, like I'm very enthusiastic to climb the escalators. So without passing the security, I just turned on the escalator and went away and standing at the front of the guard. The guard says, Mr. Sayed, where is the stamp? I said, like, I don't know. Which stamp are you talking? He said, like, before the escalator down there, you need to take the stamp and then come upstairs. My bad luck. I had to go down the manual stairs to take the stamp. So all of it went on. So I'm at the airport now, inside the airplane, waiting, thinking what's going on here, what's going to happen. Then all of a sudden, I see a light in front of me. I feel this is my personal light. I could use it at my will. So I press the light. A beautiful air hostess comes and say, sir, how can I help you? You know, when you're like 23 years old, a young lady comes and asks you, sir, how are you? You know, the feeling. I thought like, why she's asking only me? Why she's not asking the older person who is next to me? Might be she likes me. That was my feeling. Oof. Then I said, no, thank you. She went away. Then again she comes. She asks, sir, how can I help you? I felt, oh my God, something is really cooking here. I don't know why she's again asking me. I did not call her also. Oh, it went on. Then the third time, the lady didn't come. A gentleman came and he said, sir, please stop playing with this switch. The time you press the switch, we need to come to serve you. Oh my God, that was the time I never used switch in the aeroplane. Still now, to press the switch, I just see what it is. Is it like to call the air hostess? Or is it just a switch? So here, in front of you, after so many years, join Toastmaster and giving this speech to you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
So sweet. Wow, wonderful. Fantastic, very well narrated, and it's a beautiful story, and it has the elements of exaggeration, it's got the elements of humor in it, and quite a lot of entertainment. That's exactly. Whom do we have next? Somebody would like to raise their hands to. Okay, can we have George? George, would you like to tell us a story? Any incident that you would like to narrate?
Yeah, go ahead.
Great, George. Over to you. Let's hear your story.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. And good evening, fellow Toastmasters. And it's happy to we are gathering together here. All of a sudden, I no story is stuck on my head. But by the way, as I will follow Said, I will tell some story. It's kind of personal, or you can decide later stage. It was when I was stranded in Kuwait. Then it's a time to put your akama. So I have no mandub. I went directly to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Interior, to put my akama, that is. Then I prepared all my papers. I went there and I don't know where to stand. I just standing there and everyone is going in a line. I just go the line. Then when I reach, someone asked, Shinisman, The first time I heard something hilarious, that Shunismuk. I thought, what is smug? Then suddenly, all of a sudden, it touched Shunismuk. Shunismuk. Then I thought that when I was in a recruitment of police, that someone is asking, what is your chest size? So I suddenly saw it's 80. It's 80. Then he all of a sudden he write my name 80 because we need to write the name that time actually directly. Then he write my name is 80. To change 80 from to Varghese, it took a lot of time. That is my personal story, but maybe no one believe it, but it was my personal story. Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, George, for that, for narrating a lovely incident and, of course, giving us a light moment. And what I found over here is Toastmaster George did not shy away from using a word or using different language. Since most of us are non-Arabic speakers, except DTM Seham, he still used the word. So he was quick in his thought to use the word, which is again common to all of us. By this time, we all know what the Arabic term it actually means. So that is something which is very, very appreciable. Thank you very much, George. And there's a lot of humor in your process, so that's amazing. I think we've come to 6:30 an hour. We have top of the hour at 6:30. Timer, what is your
There is
gut feeling?
one guest we missed out. Michael.
And Michael, yes, Michael, could you please explain, or could you, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's great, Mike. All right. So, Michael, well, let's try this tall tales, and please narrate us a story that you would like all of us to listen.
Okay. One day I was in a place, and I see it on my school. And I tell him, I see you in my school. He tell me, yes, and I see you, but I don't know your name or you are on which grade. So I tell him, can I be your friend? He tell me, okay. So when I walk in with him, he tell me, can I tell you a joke? I tell him yes. So he tell me he was forgetting everything, and he walking in a street, and he see a place. It is writing on it seed of apple, and he enter it, and he see one is he is giving a seeds for 50 dinar. So he tell him, can I have a one? So I tell him, yes. But before you eat it, the seed, it will make you so like when you eat the seed, it will make your mind so strong and remember everything, and you will be you will have a mind like you will not forget again, and you will be your mind good. And he eats the seed, so he tell him, now you be good. Yes. So I tell him, why I buy from you a 50 dinar seed of a apple? I can go out and I go to Sultana, and I get the apple with 1 dinar, and I eat the seed on it. So why I eat from you? And I finish.
Thank you, Michael. Very well weaved a story which we can all dream about. Absolutely, I should say, a very good imagination. I really appreciate the way how you process the thoughts, and then how you link fictional elements. So that's a very good skill of a good story writer. Excellent attempt by Michael. Thank you very much. That's how the Tall Tales is all about.
Thanks.
So now we have come to the end of our segment of the Tall Tales as well. And I would like to hand over the controls back to our timer, who will be explaining the timers, the timing report on how we have scored on the timing. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vishal. First of all, please switch on your videos, or in virtual, please give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Vishal. He is not from our club, but he voluntarily wanted to support our club, support our members to make this session a little bit interactive. And he's a very good listener. I'm telling you, he's a very good listener. He listens the whole speech, 5 to 7 minute speech, and he can narrate it back again. Tell me I'm wrong. Everyone like you know that, Toastmaster Vishal. Yes, thank you very much for giving your time. Now it's time to end. Not about your time. All are qualified. Today we did not time for qualified or not qualified. Usually in our regular meetings, we have that if a person speaks in the proper in the time, stipulated time, then they will be qualified for voting. So this time we will not be voting because all are winners. Next time onwards, we'll have more fun sessions. Of course, in table topics, this is not the only part. We have regular table topics, we have tall tales, and we have debates, table topic debates. We talk about quotes and personal stories with a message. A lot of things are there in table topics. We learn in upcoming meetings as well. Now, I'd like to hand over the stage. I wanted to hand over the stage to the president because, but unfortunately, our president has traveled to India, so he won't be able to participate and he won't be able to be with us. Now, I would like to give the stage to our prominent 3 main pillars in our club. One is Toastmaster Varghese, who was the president 2 years before. I would like to hand over to you for 1 to 2 minutes. Please give us some inspirational message to bring to improve ourselves. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muhammad Shiraz. It's a wonderful session. Actually, I'm very happy that we see each other together. I always telling the people, whenever there's a chance, we are all having that some kind of issues with our communication because we are coming from the different kind of different areas of the world. So our company huge money to learn something. This platform always giving you something that you never experienced before. Standing in a stage and speaking something that is not only in the platform. If you have for example, when you are there in front of your boss, give me an explanation what was done doing in the last 6 months. What is your performance for next three months? So all of a sudden, you don't get shocked. So here you will get an experience how to speak to them. As Toastmaster Vishal mentioned, speak whatever they ask. So these are all the things that we will learn from here. And the 1 or 2 hours you are spending in 2 weeks, that is much work than you are studying in a university for 1 year. So please make this use of this opportunity, and especially the newcomers here, Daniel and Saad and Michael, and even let's say Fadil is just gone. And we also invited new members to come inside and learn something. It's a non-profitable organization, and you never learn a leadership or time management or kind of public speaking if you don't try. So here we are giving an opportunity. Here, not a critic stage. It's no. We are always giving the positive feedback. whenever there is a negative, that we are trying to fix that for coming meetings. This is the way, the stage of Toastmasters. So utilize it, and from next meeting we need to make more, innovatives and more things to be done. We have to collect more members. Thank you, Toastmaster Shiraz. The hand over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Varghese, for that wonderful words. Now I'd like to hand over the screen to our previous president, Toastmaster Kabaruddin, for 1 to 2 minutes to inspire us, to give us a good message, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiraz, and thank you, Toastmaster Varghese. Actually, Toastmaster Varghese has said a lot about, and I don't have much words, but I would just say that every day is a learning till we all have our last breath, because we don't know what technologies we'll be seeing. But the main thing what we miss out is not learning on our communication. Communicating with our kids is also most important, and I have seen many parents are not able to communicate with their kids so well. Kids not able to communicate with the parents or teachers. Communication is the only thing which survives till till your last breath. And this platform, actually, for me, my individual thing has provided me a lot of things apart from communication: how to manage people, how to be a leader, how to develop in areas, seeing other on a very, very, very minimal cost. You have to pay for a leadership role if you have to go and get yourself trained. And that also, you have to take out time. And today we don't have time. But then investing few hours as a role model, I can make Toastmaster Vishal, Toastmaster Varghese as my role model. I can make everyone as role model and pick out certain things, skill. Those are skills I'm getting it kind of free of cost for me, without investing much. And this is also enabling me to, this is a Facebook for me. I can get, this is a LinkedIn for me. I can get to know everyone instead of going and applying like accept me as your friend. Instead, I can see their faces, talk to them virtually, physically, and get to know, understand from them. I can even take out certain things from my side. I'm in this industry. How would you help me get more success? How can I have my career ladder grow? So, it's kind of a social, free of cost social platform. You can get in touch with multiple groups operating, Toastmaster groups operating throughout the world. So I would say that nothing is waste. Nothing goes waste. It all depends on your ambition, what you want to take out. I can squeeze everything to the bone and take out the bone marrow also. So from this platform, I have learned many things, even people management. And I would request every one of you to, come, join, experience things which you have not thought of also. And back to you, Toastmaster Shiraz.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kabaruddin, for that wonderful words. I have a few more minutes, and I'd like to hand over the screen to our Division H Director, previous Division H Director, DTM Seham, to give us some words, please.
Thank you so much, Shiraz. Still calling me Division Director. Good evening, everyone, once again. Well, I believe that we need from time to time to revisit, why are we here? To check the reason we joined Toastmasters. Did we fulfill whatever we decided to join for? In my opinion, no. I believe that every day we are going through a new experience, either getting the confidence in being a leader and learn techniques in order to lead teams and manage teams, or networking, and this is serving and enhancing communication skills, as well as public speaking, and not only that, For me, Toastmasters became a style of my life because a lot of things I learn here easily and relaxing, I go to the real life and start to apply. So from my heart, try always to visit PTI and read only the promises they give us and the promises we give them once we join Toastmasters. Because we have, out of honesty, to fulfill these promises. So all the very best, and I wish to see Dreamweavers as it used to be in the highest positions in rock, as you always in division, not division H only, in District 20 as well. All the very best, and over to you, team. Cheers.
Our connection, thank you very much, DTM Siam. Our connection started as a division director and area director. So it will last for a long period, I guess. Oh, I have another special person. For our club, Desert Pine Dreamweavers Toastmasters Club, all these members have worked hard. Toastmasters Sayed, Toastmaster Daniel, and many other people are there outside. With this, I want to speak for one person who is still working for the club and who is not a member. Can anyone guess who is that person? Don't trouble yourself. That is Job Daniel. From bottom of my heart, I would like to thank Job Daniel. He's still working. He's still working for Dreamweavers, even though he is not a member. Currently, he's not a member. He's doing all the PR post, and if you see our social media is active only because of Job Daniel. Thank you very much, Job Daniel. And I would like to request few words from you, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shiraz. Thank you, everyone. Actually, Toastmaster is a platform that, like, it's like a family. Once you are in, you have to be with the family all the time. Whenever there is a need, you have to pitch in. You have to come in. Just highlight that 10 years back I was in Kuwait, and I had a consistency of my life of like going to work. I was consistent, eating food was consistent, meeting friends was consistent, but to improve myself there was no consistency in that. That was when Toastmaster Varghese had introduced me to this wonderful platform, and I tried to over a period of 1 year I tried to be in the and was able to take part in all the activities. And of course, I personally feel that a lot have improved in me, and it has actually really helped me. So I would like to end by saying that consistency is what transforms you from an average person into an like you can excel. Like consistency transforms you from an average to an excellent person. So try to be consistent in everything, whatever you are doing. And that's.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much, Job Daniel. I wish you all the best in your journey in UK. And especially you can join a club in UK if you are not joining back in Dreamweavers. As Alan has joined already. So I hope that you will follow that path as well. With this, I would like to thank everyone, all the guests who have come here, participated, and given your contribution. And we'll meet after another 2 weeks. And we'll be inviting you all. We'll be inviting you all before the meeting. Thank you very much. And the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.